Hello there, welcome to class. I'm Miss Faust. Please make sure, yes, you know what's coming. Please make sure you have paper out and a pen or pencil. We will be taking notes. Yes, we will be writing down notes from what's up on the board. Last time I talked to you about the essay writing process. Okay, talked to you about the writing steps, and there are 4. Pre-writing, drafting, editing and revising, and then publishing. 4 of them. Okay, and we talked a little bit about the PA writing formula, what PA expects of you, such as the use of transitions, need handwriting so that Miss Faust can read it. So write nice and dark and nice and clear, okay, and so on and so on. So we talked about that. And I hinted a little bit about what's going to happen today. So today is the day for the essay writing process, day 2, namely the essay itself. So you will need to write down on your paper what I have here up on the board. It looks like a lot, but it really is not. Okay, are you ready? This is my example. You are ready? Great. Let's do this. If you follow me over to the board, we can get started. So we start with a topic, a subject. I will give you something to write about, as I have been, like, what is your favorite restaurant? Why? Okay. So for our purpose here, for this example, the topic is, what do you like to read? So we start with a topic or a subject, or also prompt. Quite often we'll say, let me give you a prompt. And that is this right here. What do you like to read? Okay? Does that make sense? Perfect. Then we have, at the top of our essay, we have the title. Now I want to make really clear, the title does not come first when writing, when you're doing your drafting. Your rough draft. No. You leave it for last. Okay? Leave it for last, as I told you in last class period. Leave it for last. But I just want you to know that you've got to make sure your essay has a title at the top. Okay? So don't forget the title. I always look for titles. It's the first thing I check for. And I'm going to give you a tip. Make it very catchy. Don't just write books. Okay? Write something such as, who are the greatest writers ever? Because I'm going to go, ooh, I wonder who they are. I'm so excited to read this. Books, I'm going to look at and go, that's great. I'm so excited. No, I'm not that excited. It's not catchy. So think outside the box. Think big. Something creative, original, mysterious. Okay? In other words, catchy. Who are the greatest writers ever? Just an example. So remember, please think about the title at the end. Don't make it your job to do it first. You don't want to try to write an essay that fits the title. Okay? It's the other way around. The title fits the, yes, you got it, should fit the essay. Okay? Okay. So we have 5 paragraphs. We are going to work our way up to 5 paragraphs. But I want you to know what you're supposed to do for a typical, a standard, and usual essay. So if anyone down the road ever asks you to write an essay, this is what you should do. Okay? And please remember, we are following the PA writing formula. Okay. So you're going to learn some more about the PA formula. Okay, we start out naming 5 paragraphs, right? Paragraph 1 is what we call your introduction. You let me know what I'm going to read about in the, yes, the essay. Good job. Okay, PA says, come up with 3 questions that deal with the prompt, the subject, the topic. Okay, what do you like to read? So you come up with 3 questions that have to do with that. Okay, now, when you write your essay, please remember every paragraph starts with the first line, what we call indent. So, just like here, see, I indented, I moved over what, and then the next line starts right here. So this is an indent. Not much, a little bit like this. Some people think, oh, like that. No. How are you going to get your 8 words, at least those 8 words on that line? Yes, remember 8 words? 9, 10 is great. Not 5 or 6 or 7. So just a little bit. I'm going down here, you're going, what? Little bit right here. That's all you need. Okay? So you indent. You come up with 3 questions. Right? Down the road, you'll learn that it's good to put the questions in an order. First, we'll have this question because it will lead to this question, which will lead to that. Okay, so that's something to think about. In other words, don't just throw the 3 questions up as you're thinking. What writer should I favor? That's the first question. Okay, write that down. No, if it should be first, that's where you write it first. So you might want to think about that. In other words, again, you're thinking questions, right? You're thinking just plain questions. Oh, first question. Now, how about, okay, this question is a good one, but maybe it should be the second one. Okay? What writers do I favor? In other words, like, try not to repeat. Don't write, what writers do I like? What books do I like? What genres do I like? It's called repetition. You're repeating yourself. You're saying it over and over. Just that one word. Ooh. What writers do I favor? What books do I enjoy? What genres do I prefer? Now, you might go, genres, Miss Faust, what does that mean? Yes, always feel free to get out your dictionary and flip it through and try to find the words to make sure you've got the right word, the right meaning. Genres, as you'll find out here, means types. There are different types of writing, such as fairy tales, fables, okay, mysteries, romance, different types, fiction versus nonfiction, so genre, thrillers, so they're different types, okay? So here are my 3 questions that go back to here. What do you like to read? So what writers do I favor? Because that has to do with what you like to read. What books do, that makes sense. And then what genres? That all goes to what do you like to read? Does that make sense? Your 3 questions must go back to the topic, the prompt. Good job. Okay. Now please note, if you have any questions whatsoever about this, the essay itself, this example, and understanding the PA formula, so on and so on, contact me and I'll be happy to help you. Then we have 3 body paragraphs. 3 body paragraphs. Paragraph 2, 3, and 4. Now, for our purposes, I'm going to tell you each of these body paragraphs should have at least 5 sentences. That way you can share enough material about those questions. Okay? Does that make sense? So 3 body paragraphs, each should have at least 5 sentences. The first paragraph, the introduction, only has what? 3 questions, not sentences. Questions. You're asking something. Here is body paragraph 2. Notice I started with a transition, a phrase. That's a transition. It moves this to here smoothly. And notice there is a comma. For example, comma, Harper Lee, who wrote To Kill a Mockingbird, period, okay, answers what? What writers do I favor? She's just the first, because I could be writing more. So, Harper, for example, Harper Lee, who wrote To Kill a Mockingbird. That the first sentence of the body paragraph answers the question. So, this paragraph 2 answers question 1. Paragraph 3, yes, question 2. Paragraph 4, what question? Yes, question 3. Notice how that works? They go in order. Don't change it. Don't change it. Keep it this way. Okay? Follow that order. So here I am. I've answered this. Now what we need is called evidence. It's the proof. So you like Harper Lee so much? Harper Lee wrote To Kill a Mockingbird? Okay, great. What about Harper? What kind of a style? How does she write? Is she suspenseful? Is she very colorful in her writing? Very flowery? Lots of words to say one thing? Okay. Very detailed, very brief, to the point. Your evidence before you go on to your other writer. So give me evidence. Always give proof. Proof is is another way of saying evidence. This is your evidence, okay? So evidence, proof. Okay. Paragraph 3. What books do I enjoy? Whenever I have time, comma. Here's our transition, so to speak, which is actually a conjunction. It's flowing nicely, huh? Whenever I have time, comma. Not whenever, comma, I have time. It's whenever I have time, comma, I choose to read. Give me your evidence. Okay? What books do you choose to read? You can go back to here. To Kill a Mockingbird. Moby Dick. The Scarlet Letter. Okay? Talk about it. Why would you want to read those books? Why would you want to read Hawthorne's The Scarlet Letter? Okay? Evidence. So this sentence answers that question. Note, I did not repeat the questions. See, that's not a question, is it? That's not a question. Don't do that. Answer this and then give me proof. The evidence backs up that, which backs up that. Does that make sense? It all goes. It's like a domino effect. Okay? So, if your evidence doesn't back that up, it's going to fall. Okay. Fourth paragraph. So that one is the books. Okay? As I wrote, give titles. And that was the writers. Fourth paragraph is your genres, the types. Okay? Finally, comma. So you start naming all the various genres. I enjoy suspense. I'm just saying. Finally, I enjoy suspense, period. Proof. Give me proof. Okay, of course, that wouldn't go too well right here. Because I like to stick with To Kill a Mockingbird. Well, To Kill a Mockingbird does have suspense. Okay. Finally, comma. Answer, what genres do I prefer? Then, prove it. Why do you like suspense? And To Kill a Mockingbird can be suspenseful. It really can. Any questions? So here we've got our writers, our books, and our genres. Answer, answer, answer. Proof, proof, proof. And then, paragraph 5. Again, remember, transitions per PA, and paragraph 5 per PA is set up like this. It is a final thought, but it starts with in conclusion, comma. Always start with in conclusion, comma. Don't write lastly. That would be fine right here. That could be one of your transitions. Remember, I gave you a short list last class. Look at that list again. In conclusion, comma, always. Then give me your final thought about what you like to read. Without, guess what? No repeating. You can't repeat yourself. So come up with something that would wrap it up, that would finish your essay without my saying, oh, Jimmy, you wrote that in paragraph 3. Oh, yeah, I did, Miss Faust. You repeated. Repetition, not good. So in conclusion, comma. Now, it will be followed with a quote per the PA formula. Example, as my friend says, comma, quotation marks, blah, 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 period, quotation marks. That's what you need to write, a quote. Be creative. No, we don't want you to research, Google a quote. As Shakespeare always said, and I can come by and say, Cindy, in Shakespeare's time, they didn't exactly have chocolate chip cookies. Oh, that doesn't look too good. Okay, so I don't know. Did they have chocolate chip cookies? No, they may have. But do you understand what I'm saying? So stay away from trying to say, as Shakespeare always said, and then you write something, you plan with Shakespeare. No. Just then write, as my sister always said, and something about chocolate chip cookies. Does that make sense? Okay, so that's fine. As my friend says, as my best friend always says, as my mother likes to say, and bring in the quote. Okay? Be creative about it. I'm not going to check this. You don't really say this. But I may check about Shakespeare. Okay? So come on here. Double quotation marks. Here's your quote. Chocolate chip cookies are fantastic. Let's just say. Okay? I don't have nothing. Period. Then quotation marks. Notice period on the inside. Then quotation marks. Okay? End it with, per PA, I agree, line, exclamation point. I agree. That's your conclusion. 3 sentences only. 3 questions, 3 sentences. That's it. And here I'd like you to have meat. Okay, have meat. In other words, have proof. Have enough stuff. Enough stuffing, so to speak, to support whatever is in your first sentence. Okay? And you can't just do that in 1-2 sentences. I'm talking, here you have this one, and then you only have 1 or 2 there. That's not enough. That's just the beginning. So I'm giving you 4 added to that 1, which makes your 5. Okay? Any questions? Any whatsoever? Please make sure you've got this down. This is what you're going to work your way up to. We're going to start a little slowly here and work our way up. Okay? So, any thoughts? Not bad, huh? Okay. Are you ready for the assignment? Oh, I was going to say, again, you might want to put a pause to the video so you can write this down, or however you want to do it. Just make sure you have this in your notes. Okay, so here's your assignment. Let me go get it. Here it is. Oh, let's go this way. Okay. Here's the assignment. It's write an essay, 3 paragraphs only. All you do is introduction, a body paragraph, and conclusion. Your introduction will be 1 question only. So that would have been, for here, what writers do I favor? This paragraph, it would be that, this paragraph, and then this. That's it. I would not have these 2. Okay? So you're just going to do 3 paragraphs. Introduction, namely 1 question. 1 question only. 1 body paragraph, because it will answer that question, won't it? Just like Harper Lee, who wrote, answers, what writers do I favor? Okay. And then your conclusion. In conclusion, comma, final thought about Harper Lee. Okay. As my teacher always says, a quote dealing with Harper Lee. Okay. I agree. Okay. Any questions about that? No? You're fine? Okay. Here's your topic. What inspires you? What inspires you? In other words, when something inspires you, you feel like doing it. You want to do it. Okay? She inspires me with her constant positivity. Always positive. Even when she's having a bad time. Something like that. Does that make sense? Okay? So what inspires you? You look at a person and you think to yourself, wow, that's an inspiration. Okay? So yes, in a sense, you could even, hold on. I erased. You could even think with what, it could even be a person. If you want to, if you can't come up with a what, which is more of like a thing. Okay, what inspires you? So I'll leave that to you. But what inspires you? What inspires you to do your best every day? What inspires you to smile every day and just be a positive person? Okay, let's examples, okay? Along with, you'll love this, what makes you feel energized? What makes you feel energized? What gives you that bounce? You feel like doing, I gotta get out there and do some stuff. I feel like exercising tonight. I feel like running and jogging and, I feel like dancing tonight. And, ballroom dance. Just being silly. Okay, so what makes you feel energized? What gives you energy to go crazy during the day and just all that? So again, your assignment, 3 paragraphs only. What inspires you? Could be a person's smile. Okay. So, that is due today. And again, I know I said it before, but if you need help, let me know. Otherwise, I wish you a fantastic day, an inspirational day. Till next class period. Bye-bye.